same. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I did all the books, and then I'm listening to I talked about one extra book because I remembered, and yeah, I didn't put this cover, so let's go to Goodreads and Goodreads to extract more
Yep.
covers. Well, a good thing is I prepare already the releases for May and June. It's like, nope, I'm gonna prepare 2 months because I know I don't have time to prepare them.
That's good. I need to
Yeah.
pre-film quite a bit.
And then
Yeah.
I was
I've
like,
just not been really uploading recently. I'm just like, I can't be bothered to film. Like, my brain is just not. You know how like you need to be in a certain kind of headspace to film?
mm-hmm.
I've not been in that headspace, so I'm like,
For,
you'll
for
get
To
the
be
the
video
fair,
when
I
it comes.
filmed yesterday in sprints. Without those sprints yesterday, I would not have filmed the video.
That's fair. I'm gonna
like
film tomorrow.
for the last 2 days, I've been like, I have to film. I have all the videos that I want to do, but then I'm like, do I really want to get dressed and like prepare the camera? And I'm like, no, tomorrow. And I've been circling like that.
To be fair, I've
But
got a couple movie reviews. Movie reviews will be fast. They're usually speedy.
yeah, but my problem is I want to pre-record a lot so I can edit it for the next like weeks because I know I'm gonna be busy with work and I'm already stressed out because my boss like sent me an email today saying like, "Ooh, you are now part of this organization commission. You have to go to this meeting on Monday." And I'm like, I was supposed to write my book chapter on Monday for the book thing. Yay!
You're like,
Oh,
more
no.
stuff to do.
Yeah, like there are like no exaggeration, 20 people who work in the same group as I am. They are only working in contract. They don't have to do a PhD, and they don't work. But they put the PhD people who have to do a thesis to work. Doesn't make sense.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah, like you paid more, you are there, and then like, no, you do the work. We
They're
have already some
hypocritical.
friends. Hi, we have
Oh,
Sam,
hello.
Emily, and Steph. Hi, everyone. So happy to be here
I don't know
again.
what's going on with me recently. I just kind of keep doing like witchy fingers everywhere, just like hello.
It's not Halloween
I
for
don't know.
witchy fingers. I like more the catty thing. Like the catty, yeah, that is more cute. You usually are a little more behind, so you can move, but you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, we're okay today.
Yay! So let's share what we are going to do. I'm so happy to be back to the sprints. Ooh, Sam has the best jazz hands.
Yeah.
Let's do some jazz hands. Okay, now gonna sing in the prom. So no, wait. So Ashley,
I am going to be starting what the hell's the name of this thing? Nova
stories of
Hella's.
future Greece. No,
Yeah, I was trying to think of the first bit because it was like Nova Hella's Stories from Future Greece, but I could remember the Stories of Future Greece. I just couldn't remember the first bit. It's an anthology of translated Greek dystopian stories.
Ooh, that
but
sounds interesting.
myths or just random stories.
Not just like it's just like authors who have
Okay,
wrote about dystopian novels, and it's just a little anthology from them. But it's been translated over into English, so
hmm
yeah, gonna read that. It's quite small. It's 154 pages, but this publisher's pages are like a normal three-sided page is essentially one page, so I don't trust it.
You're like,
Well,
it's actually going to be longer than it says.
it's actually going to be about 400 pages, really. Like, but yeah, it should be all right. I'm hoping the stories are going to be good.
That's good.
And you hope.
Well, I'm going to be editing because I had a realization right before we started that I didn't edit the video that is supposed to be going up in, well, my goal was by about 4 o'clock my time, which is in 2 hours. So,
You can do it.
Yeah,
definitely
if
try
you
to
have
do that.
if you have the thumbnail like easy plan on the mind, I think it's
Yeah.
doable.
And then once I get to a book, because fingers crossed it doesn't take me forever to edit the video, I'll be continuing with City of Glass by Cassandra Clare.
That is the third, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't reach that far. I stopped on 2.
I've read book 1, but I've not read any more of them yet.
And
No,
then
I
there's
stopped
me
on
doing a
2.
reread.
I stopped on 2, like, nope, I cannot indulge Jace anymore, so
There.
Totally understandable.
no. But I'm happy because probably, hopefully, my dream is to finish this chunker today.
Ooh.
I'm reading this for a month. So I need to finish this to at least read one book other for my TBR this month because it's the 16th today
Yeah.
and I haven't read anything.
That's not good. If you want to feel really bad, I finished my TBR.
I've read 3 out of the 15 on my TBR.
To be fair, I had one book on my TBR. Like, it wasn't that
Yeah.
hard.
That's not fair. Just one.
I had one and it was a manga.
Just
If I
one.
didn't
No,
complete this month's
no,
TBR, we
doesn't-
would have issues.
It doesn't
Yeah, I
count.
would just be in the comments like, how did you manage to fail?
Yeah. Like it's just one book and it's a manga. How could you? But yeah, the good thing is I may skip Thunderhead, but I'll go to a thriller next, which is supposed to be quick. And then I need the book from my book club, which is a romance, which I'm not super excited about.
What's
But
your
let's
book club book? I think I missed it.
It's Sweet Hands, Sweet Bites. I always confuse the name of the book and the name of the series. It's
No idea.
I think I recognize it, but
it's here, Sweet Hand. Yeah, because it's Sweet Hand from Island Bites, so I always confuse which is the book. So,
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I think I've
you
heard
have
of it once.
because it's quite popular on the romance genre.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I've heard of
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't even recognize that cover. I don't know it.
I recognize it. I couldn't tell you anything about the book, but I recognize the
just
title.
I just know it's like enemies to lovers, and I start the audiobook, and the narrator is so dull in the way that it's like, and this happens, and I'm like this, and I'm like, could you be more um specific, please? Because more emotion. But yeah. Besides that, we're fine. We're fine. So Sam is reading 7 Days in June. Hopes to finish. Yes, you will. And then continue with Jade Legacy. She has the pretty editions. And they are pretty. TBR, don't know them.
That's how I feel this month. Is I've read 13 books. 3 of them were on my TBR.
To be fair, when I say I don't know what TBR is, that's because that was it. That was my TBR.
It's like, nope, I never heard anything like that. Hello,
I can do one
hello.
book TBRs. Like I can do one book TBRs. This is a blessing. But it has to be petrified for next month's TBR. I'm like, it's not
Next
going to be
month
that
is
nice
like-
again.
It's like 1 next month, 15. Can I go back?
Can we just erase this month?
Yeah, can I skip? Like, can we skip for next month? Because next month sounds nicer.
I'm genuinely scared for all the punishments I'm gonna get, so I'm tempted to take May off and just go, that'll be June's problem.
Yeah, like let's skip it some months. Let's divide. Let's make like installments.
You can do it, Hope. You can do it.
Yeah, with a million punishments.
And
It'll be March all over again with like 20 books.
then it's
That
gonna
doesn't
be a
sound
cycle.
that bad for you.
and then it reached December. It's like I
Yeah,
have.
but also like I actually had the urge to read my TBR. Unlike this month, I'm like I put horrible books on my TBR. I don't want to read any of them.
That sounds like that was a you problem,
To be
and you
fair,
shouldn't have done that.
I couldn't pick 4 of the books, 4 out of the 10 books that my rolls gave me,
Okay.
because it was lowest rated on Goodreads. I couldn't pick that. Number generator, couldn't pick that. And then 2 chance prompts, which were books that I picked at the beginning of the year. And
You
I'm
could
like,
manage
why did
that.
I add those books? I don't want to read any of them.
Yeah, that's the problem. You put books that you want. Like, I really want this.
Well, I want to read the books, just like not
Not now.
now.
That's fair.
That's the problem.
To be fair, City
So-
of Glass is from my March TBR that I didn't finish.
So we are in April. We have a problem there.
And then I put the 4th book on my April TBR, and I'm like, that's probably going to be a May read.
Like, let's do this a year TBR, and we can move the books to the. That will be interesting. Make a year
Well, I
TBR.
have my 22 books in 20 to read in 2022 list, so that is AKA a TBR for the whole year.
Let's not talk about the 12 books from 12 friends that I have read like 0 still, and I'm in
I've
April.
read 3. All of them were in February. That is because
Yeah, I did.
all of them I wanted to read that, and everything else on the list, I'm like, I don't want to read them right now.
I didn't
No,
do it. I didn't ask for people's because I was like, I'm not going to read them. Like, as much as I'd love to join in, I won't read them. I know I won't.
The thing
So-
is,
Yeah,
I
I'm
got-
sitting here like, Ashley, I might not get to yours because it's
I
an
can't remember
adult,
which book I
like an
gave you.
adult fantasy, and I'm like, I don't need to start another adult
What-
fantasy series
What
that I
book
haven't
did I
finished.
give you? I don't even remember.
Boundary Side by.
That's not adult. That's YA.
It is?
you already gave one more book to Hope. Like, yay!
Also, I love that book.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was adult. Maybe it's because I've heard people
about
talk about them, and
99%
those people are typically adult fantasy readers. So maybe that's why my brain was like,
I'm
it's
sure.
adult
I'm
fantasy.
sure it's YA.
Now I'm
It read
freezing.
YA. I'm now confused. I'm like, is it? Is it not? I swear it is.
Okay, so the thing is with my 12 is that most of the books I want to read them. Problem is, I'm not in the mood to read this year.
Yeah.
It is adult
Fascinating.
by the looks of it on Goodreads. When you look at the genres, it's adult, and there's no YA.
Doesn't read like adult. I'm pretty
It's
sure
an
the main
effective adult.
character is also a teenager. She's like 18, I think.
So it's a
I don't
new adult. It's between the YA and the adult. We settle
Yeah.
on that.
I've also been starting to fall into a fantasy slump, so
That's the
fair.
problem. So Yunchen is reading Selling a Sands. Are you liking it? Because I have the ebook saved on my Kindle deals to buy it. If you're liking it, maybe I will buy it because it's like £1 on Kindle. Hey, I'm gonna be finished
So-
ping pong and then listen
So
to an audiobook.
I googled and it says it features a young protagonist, which is why I thought it was YA, but apparently it's not YA. I'm like, well, it is.
okay, so I was right that it's probably like labeled adult, but the main character is a young adult age, but the contents.
It will be like a new adult, I would think. I would
Maybe.
think it will be like The Final Empire, which is like a new adult.
I'm pretty sure it was for Barnes and Noble, it was put as a shortlist contender for an award for YA. So
But
who knows?
we all know
Put it this way, I'll figure it out whenever I do read it, whether it's this year.
next
or not.
year, in 10 years, and then she'll go back to you like, Ashley, he's actually an adult.
I read it. I'm wanting
So,
to read it soon because I have book 2, so I'll tell you for certain if it is or not. But I swear, it reads like YA. If it's not YA, it reads like YA.
That happens sometimes.
so Sam, already know I'm going to complete my upload to VR, but blaming on COVID. I hope you're feeling better. I'll be reading Go- Goliath?
Goliath.
Goliath.
Goliath? Okay, thank you. By. Can you say the
I
name of
can't
the
help you
author?
with that.
Like, just now,
Tochi
the author
something. I can see.
Onebushi.
I can picture the cover in my head, but I can't think how it said.
I don't know. Hi, I'm not saying here massive headache. Hope you get better. Just want to
Feel
say,
better
hope
soon, Rosie.
I'm at your doorstep.
This is a running joke with us.
I did send you the link, Bia. I think I sent you the link. I'm almost sure.
Plot twist, you
I'm
forgot to hit send.
No, because I think I sent her. It's like when I send to Ashley in the same day, I send to Bia. Because I'm like, I'm gonna forget. So I'm gonna send both of them. And I think I send them, but I send again. No problem. La 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 la.
Shadow of What Was Lost. I don't know that one.
Okay. I'm reading Shadows of Lost. I'm picturing the cover is like
I
a white.
recognize the title.
I'm seeing like the title and the cover, but I don't know if it's the same.
Gotta Google
Shadow
it.
of what was lost. Shadows of what was lost. Okay. B, it's here. Say hello to Bia, the late one.
Hello.
Always the late one. Sorry.
We were talking about this and we were like, yeah, you're gonna be late.
Yeah, it's
Always.
this one.
I have that
It-
book.
It was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recognize that at all. So
And
it's just the one where I don't have a clue what's going on. So I'm like, I don't recognize no book.
it's like you don't recognize any country, like yesterday.
I'm not good
I
at
need to tell you.
geography.
I need to tell you that Bia Ashley thought we were an island next to Spain on the Mediterranean side.
Okay, let's not judge. Okay, I'm not going to judge or say anything.
Even I'm like, I could even.
I know
Well, at least you didn't say that we
I know
were
where
part
Canada
of
is.
Spain or we spoke Spanish or something. So
No, I didn't
that's
say that.
already good.
No,
That's
I
good.
think the
I
worst
just thought
was
that you were in between Spain and another country, but I thought you were like this little
Mhm.
bit that's like actually just water.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, that's
it could be. Yeah.
I think your worst was confusing Germany with Russia, changing those two countries
It would
in
start
space.
something bad.
I genuinely thought Russia is where Germany is.
Yeah,
And
and
Germany is where
Germany
Russia
was.
is.
Lord.
Actually,
We
we
had
are
fun
trying to start
yesterday.
a
I
war
don't
or
know.
something.
So you have your hi.
For the longest time, I was genuinely like, but how did they invade all these countries? Because they're all the way over here. And then there's all these countries
Oh my
like
god.
in the middle. And I looked and was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. They're like gridlocked, like on every side. That makes far more sense. They were
Yeah.
able to do that instead of having to like go all the way across half of Europe to try and invade
Maybe
somewhere.
next time, Google where the country is.
Yeah, I might have to do that more often.
She has the
I know where
globe.
Canada is. It's the one above America. If that helps.
It's already good.
That is correct. Gold star to Ashley.
You know, there's a website where you can try and type all the names of the countries that you know, and you can even try to select them on the map. And it's really fun for you to learn the countries. But I don't know all of them because it's like 170 or something. I just know a couple.
It's way too many to
But it's cool.
remember.
Yeah.
Way too many. Sometimes you know the name, but you know more or less where they are, but you have no clue where is it specifically.
So, Bia, tell us what you're gonna read after you finish your damn book. Because Bia suffered
Guys,
and
I
finished
don't know.
now
I
the
just
second one.
finished House of Sky and Breath from Sarah J. Maas, and honestly, I think my brain started working. I think only on next year will it start? Will it go back? Because I don't know what to do. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I think I'm only going to be spending these sprints on TikTok checking for things. I don't know. I don't know,
The way that
guys.
I know what you're like, why you're like brain freaking out.
you have read it. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
So you understand. Just
yeah.
guys, just one thing. When I was finishing the book, you don't understand. I was sweating. I was so hot reading that, but not hot like I don't know, like in kind of a romance thing or anything. Just freaking out, completely freaking
Yeah,
out,
it's more
like
of like you're
getting to
sitting
refill
there
my
just like
water.
you're just sitting there almost like, oh my god, what just happened?
Yeah. So honestly, I'm just here, not knowing what to
You're
do,
just here
and
trying to survive.
yeah,
Bia,
honestly, I
you
think
can
I'm not going to sleep today, honestly, because I'm way too crazy and excited.
Bia, you can pick the Final Empire book too because you haven't finished yet.
No, it's not possible. I need something very light and fluffy and something that I know that I don't have to think much about it.
You can
Final
read the book
Empire, I
club
really
pick
need to
for my
be.
book club, which is a romance. Just
Which
saying.
one is it?
Is
And it's
I
on.
show it here. It's with hand. You were late.
Oh, sorry.
It's with
But
hand.
maybe I
No,
could try and
no.
read it.
It's a romance with
It's
smut.
a romance? Okay, then I will try. Just send me the name again and I will try and read it because honestly, guys, I don't know what to do with my life. Don't know. It's a mess. But yeah, hope I'm glad that you understand my feeling at the moment.
Yeah. I remember when I finished it having to message a couple friends just being like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm messaging my friends and I'm saying, shit, and this happened, and then this happened, and now what am I going to do? And now this theory, and now this theory. Yeah. Yeah, but that's it, guys. I don't want to tell anything or spoil anything by mistake. So let's just move on
Did you
from this
message
topic.
Jojo?
Yes, and I already sent her a lot of TikToks because I could not. Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, I will try and find a random book to start.
Okay. Should we start our first sprint now that the gang is
Mhm.
all together?
Ashley just left.
Oh no.
Yesterday we did a funny thing because Ashley's like, everyone is freezing but me, and she freezes like that. And then we're like, no, Ashley, you froze. And then we take like a picture like this. It's on my Twitter. It's
I
very funny.
just gave no sound for random reasons, and then I was like, I have to come back. I have to refresh or something, or it's going to be really awkward where I just don't hear anything for the whole time.
Yeah, but now you're back. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
30 minutes. See you guys in 30 minutes. Good
Yep.
reading.
Hugo, the timer's froze.
And the first one is done. How did
Yay.
everyone go?
Well, in my case, I spent a lot of time on TikTok, and then I decided that I should start reading something. So I am currently reading Clara and the Sun. I don't know if you have heard about
Mhm.
it. It's kind of a dystopian book, which is my kind of book and the genre that I really like to read. And I've read 10 pages, and this is starting to get really good. So let's see if it keeps. And you guys, how
I
is
read
it
12
going?
pages, so I read introduction to the book, and then I've read almost a three.
Hmm.
I don't
That's
really
also
know
good.
what's kind of going on in the story. I don't understand it, but I'm almost finished.
Ashley,
Good.
are you getting cut out?
Yeah, I think the internet's
Yeah.
not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I can't hear her at all.
Yes, I can hear you too. I thought it was my internet, so I was like, maybe it's mine. Okay, you froze like that last time, Ashley.
She's about to freeze again, I think.
Okay, hope continue till
Well,
Ashley.
I got about half my video edited.
Yay!
Woohoo! Yeah, that's good.
So you still have a lot of time to make the upload.
Yep. I also did the thumbnail, I guess. I did that too, so.
Okay, that's also good.
Because
That's
you
an
kind of need
extra.
a thumbnail to upload a video.
You
Yeah.
don't need.
You don't
YouTube
need
gives
to,
you
but to make it look nice. So it's
YouTube
not
Yeah.
gives
just a
you so
random
much good
still.
ideas.
So it's just not just a random still of just like from
Yeah,
the like
mysteries.
video.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. YouTube gives great recommendations for thumbnails.
Yeah,
They
It's
were
especially
always
amazing.
when you are.
me just like with a like I'll be like holding the book and I'll be moving it across the screen and it'll just be like
Yeah.
that or
Me,
like
me.
you'll just be sitting there like it's hilarious.
Or with your eyes closed or something, or
Yeah,
just
just
making your face like. Yeah.
It's always weird. Ashley,
Hi.
are you back?
That's not very good.
Yeah, I think I'm back. What I was saying
Your sound, at least.
before it decided it's cause my mic decided my headset decided to disconnect from my laptop and then it wouldn't reconnect again, and I have no idea
Mm-hmm.
why. But yeah, it's basically the waters are rising, and there's been like all these floods and stuff, and they're basically like, diving underwater to see if the houses are still inhabitable. But it's given no explanation, and I'm like, what? That makes no sense. I don't understand this story because they can't breathe underwater. So I'm like, what's the point of it? I don't know what's going on in this story.
Maybe they can
Looks
breathe
quite
underwater.
confusing.
But they can't because they need oxygen tanks. They've already said they need oxygen tanks in order to go underwater.
Maybe now they can. They're magical.
Just slowly became magical in the course of like a year. They're like, yeah, screw it.
yeah,
They've
just
growth
like grows
fins.
gills, just is able to swim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find
So
that book.
so
Okay, got it.
Sam has only 9% left. Woohoo! Let's go for the next
Woohoo.
brain to finish that.
Yeah.
Yunchan read 49 pages of the Selling Ascent. I really like the story already, and the anti-hero is really adorable. Nice. You make me buy the books. I
Oh,
have like 3, 6, 9 books on Kindle to buy this month.
Jesus. So many.
That's a lot.
It's like
Yeah, that's just a
99,
mood of like I have so many books to buy.
it's like
Yeah.
99p each. So like truly devious, Gods of Jade
That's
and
not too
Shadow.
bad.
I have it from Awesome Books.
Yes, I know
Gods
you
of
have it. I tried to see if it was in promotion when I buy it there. It wasn't.
Mhm.
Then I have like three thrillers, Selling My Sands, and Red Rising, which I know you got also on Awesome Books
I
Bee, but
also
I
got
don't.
it. Yeah. Woohoo.
She always got the deals,
Basically,
but she never messaged me like, "Oh, do you want one?"
sorry,
No,
I
she
only
keeps it
had
for
one
herself.
copy, so it was
No,
for me.
that's how a great friend she is. Like I care
Can
about
you
her.
see? It
She's
was
just
two
like,
euros each. Awesome. Red Rising, Gods of Jade and Shadow. Then Game of Thrones, which I don't know when I'm going to start reading it, and then Flame in the Mist. And this was from October, guys. But then our customs lost my package, and I've only received it last month or something.
Oh no.
Because Portugal
That's
is really
awful.
good with the post.
it's better than Jojo's Fairy Loot because she has not
Ah, yeah,
received a
her
box
case.
from July.
That is
Fairy
just
Loot is
absolutely
doing well for
awful.
me.
Like
Yeah,
since
just
July, she has
imagine having boxes and not receiving
yeah,
them and having your money wasted and then they don't refund you. So you have spent all that money in the boxes, which are kind of expensive,
they
and you don't
refund
have
her.
them. You don't have them now. Now I think
No, they
after
always refund.
a time.
I think they
They did?
did like another shipping of them, and on the
Mm,
second shipping they refunded because they said they didn't have any more boxes left. But
just
it's the same
imagine.
thing. It's like you are in July of last year. You are now reaching May, and you haven't received anything. So
Yeah.
in a year,
That's bad.
yeah, I will test it this month because I subscribed this month to see. So I will see if it has the same problem here.
Yeah.
And I
Because
was
it's
sitting
also
here
the
Hopefully it
third
won't.
one.
complaining, and I was sitting here complaining to a friend yesterday of like how awful shipping to Canada is, but it's like it's nowhere near that awful.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
I don't have problems with Illumicrate. Like it comes later than some other countries and some
mhm.
other like people who do content, but it doesn't come as late. Like 14 days
Mm,
maximum. I have the box.
I
Yeah,
think it also depends.
with
Wait,
my
sorry.
fairy
Yeah.
loot, it's like usually it comes like a week after some other people's.
Ah,
But
nice.
I
Hmm.
blame that I'm in a very rural part of Canada, so it
Mm-hmm.
has to travel like it has to go through a certain point, and that
Yeah.
certain point is like 24-hour drive from where I am.
And then
So
you have
that
to reach
adds
My
there.
like
God, yeah.
3 or 4 shipping
Yeah.
days to it.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
still, it's still good that you can receive it within 1 week after
Yeah,
the rest of the people getting them. Yeah. Here in Portugal, I think honestly it depends. If you are in the capital, you get stuff a lot quicker. Hugo's case. In my case, it takes more time. And then I think that after Brexit, our customs they got so confused and they got so many stuff to sort that I think that for example they get orders from for example Awesome Books or eBay or something. And they just put it to the side, and then on a specific day of the month they decide, okay, let's clear that part of the house. Let's see, and then they see orders that I have for 5 or 6 months and they decide to ship it to me because why not? It's just here doing nothing and just getting
yeah.
dust.
I actually am waiting for my letter for the Awesome Bookstore.
Surprisingly,
Yes,
the UK actually that bad. Even if you're getting from Europe, it's only being like a week
Yeah.
or two delay. Like it's not actually all that bad considering we've just left
Mm-hmm.
EU. So like everything's different in terms of being able to get stuff from Europe. Our stuff's
Yeah.
still pretty quick, surprisingly.
Here
Well,
it's
that's
funny
good.
because if I order something from AliExpress and it comes from China, it's quicker than if I order from the UK, which is way nearer. So just imagine. It doesn't make
Yeah,
any
that's
You're
sense.
like, I can
logical.
do it myself. Just hold it for me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And I think that they somehow they see if it's coming from the UK, it will stop. If it's coming from another country outside of the EU, they don't care and it can go. But if it's from the UK specifically, it's going to stop always.
I don't understand
It's cause
because
I
I
also
think it's because we have to do the whole new shipping thing because of obviously left EU. So we now
but
have
it,
all these different
with,
papers that just we're not
with
used to
with
for
the other
Europe.
countries you
So I
have to
think they're
do
just trying
that
to get used to it.
but
don't know.
with the other countries you
Yeah,
have
but
to
we
feel
only
the
ever
same.
had to do it for like America. We like never had to do it for Europe.
Mm.
So like I think
No,
we don't
you
know what
have
the
to
proper
do it.
legislation is yet.
No, you have, for example, the China one. You had to do it. They
Yeah, for
have,
Portugal, always when something comes outside of the EU, you always have to
yeah,
fill some kind of
even if
paper
it's
if it
Europe,
stops on the
but
customs.
if it's out of the EU, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have to
Yeah,
fill.
always
I have,
EU.
I think
I
it's just I think they're just not used to the EU legislation for shipping, so it's just taking longer here
Could
because
be.
they're like, is this right?
I
We don't know because no, every single person I know who even has a business doesn't have a clue what the stuff for
Yeah.
Europe is, but they can tell you
and
the stuff for outside of Europe very easily.
the stupid thing is, if you send a gift to someone, you have to pay customs.
Yeah.
That's stupid
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Nothing.
because
that's odd.
I got a gift from Eric and then one from the publisher, and it doesn't have any value, but they say, okay, it go, and I got the book. And then months later, I received this email like, you have this to pay after analysis. And I'm like, that's not past like half a year about that?
Yeah, but then I would not pay because we are getting also phishing schemes. For example, I got one from a UPS, which was a book that I've already received 5 months ago, and now they
Mhm.
were asking me to pay the customs. And I was like, I already have the book. Why am I going to pay the customs?
Yeah, but this was
And
from CTT, and a lot of people received that email.
okay, if it's official, then
Yeah, it was official. But I was like, why? It was a gift. Fuck you.
yeah.
I'm
I'll
learning
never
from
complain
you
about
now.
mail tracking forever now.
Yes, guys.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I'm
why
like,
now I don't buy books as often.
I think the problem is the customs in Portugal because
Yeah.
my Luma crate doesn't stop in Portugal. Stop in Spain, and Spain is much quicker. So if they make it
Yeah.
like a deviation from another country in Europe which is faster than Portugal, it will reach faster that way.
No. Wait. Am I? But sorry, Hope, you were going to say something in
No,
regards
I'm
to the
finished.
post. No,
I
Hope.
finished.
I was just saying, I'm never gonna complain about like packages
okay.
taking like a couple extra days, or like I've never had to pay any sort of customs for anything or anything
Yeah.
like that. So like I'm very thankful now.
And they are really smart because, for example, for books, because you pay taxes for the books and then you pay another like shipping cost only for them to handle the box, which they don't handle because they just put it to the side for a couple months. So you pay for everything, and at the end of the day, it can happen that you will pay, for example, €8 extra, and you only ordered one book from the UK. That's why when now you're buying from eBay or other places, you really need to be careful. If it's, for example, Book
Wow.
Depository or Awesome or Amazon, it's okay because they cover the cost, so you don't need to pay anything. But for example, Awesome Books, I really need to make a big order with lots of friends so that we can divide the costs.
But
Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense.
Awesome Books pays you back. The
They
problem is also is the
they
shipping,
refund you, yeah, but
which is
sometimes it doesn't
a
work.
little bit high, but they
Yeah.
refund you. I think the problem is the time. It takes a lot of time because then you have to fill. They discriminate everything, but you still have to fill the forms. You still have to
Mhm.
apply everything. I'm like, you have everything there. Why should I give work? And then it takes a lot of time to come out.
Yeah. Like, is it a book? Is it I don't know, a table? Is it a lamp? Which kind of book is it? Was it offered or not? How much did you pay for that book? What is the address of the company? They need a
The
print
shipping, how
screen
much
of
was
your
the shipping?
payment.
How much was the...
Yeah, everything. They want to know everything.
Wow.
But oh well, at least they are cheaper than the Portuguese books, so
Yeah,
it's
that's
still
why,
good.
if you think well, it's cheaper to go to the UK by plane with a big bag, buy the books, and come back. At the end of the
That's
day, it will be cheaper. And that's my plan for July.
Just go with an empty bag. Who needs clothes?
yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'm going with Jojo for a week with two bags, one for clothes and one for books. It's 23 kilos
Yeah,
of books.
just think about it. Because if you can get a really cheap flight, then it's it's awesome. Because they also
Yeah,
have the charity shops and everything, and it's really cheap. So that you have an idea, a regular book in Portuguese usually it's around 16, 18 euros, just one book, and see how many
it's
we
a
can buy.
paperback.
A paperback, yeah. We don't have like
That's
hardcovers
pricey.
or anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That's what, £15, I want to say, or something like that.
Don't know.
Now I'm curious what that is in.
So
So it,
like £15 is like
yeah,
I
it's
double
can
the
show
around,
price
you
of a
the
normal book. Our
difference.
books are like
For
our books
example,
are like
yeah, it's
£7.
around, it's
so
around
the
14
mists
pounds.
of
Like double the price.
Avalon, you can see here, they are really premium quality. You see, they have like these things. The cover is really sturdy. The edition is pretty. The paper is really high quality. And when compared to a regular paperback, it's very different. Like I understand why this is so expensive, and also Portuguese. It's a hard language, and we don't have many translators or good translators, and they need to buy the rights for the books and so on. But still, 18 euros for this book. And then we have a law where on the first 18 months, or I think it's 18 months, not sure, we can't do any
Hmm.
like book promotions. We can only do 10%. We can do more than that. So just imagine, if you really want to buy the book and you want for it to be cheap, you either buy it used or you have to wait more than 1 year for the price to go down.
It's still up.
Yeah, so it's hard. That's why so many people in Portugal read in English, and
Buy in English.
we are such a buyer from the UK used books because it's way cheaper. But yeah, this was my TED talk. Thank you guys for listening to me.
Hey, I learned
Sometimes,
something. So
yeah,
But yeah, the books in Portugal are expensive, and now, only now, they are starting to publishing big titles.
yeah, a
Because,
Qatar. We finally have a Qatar in Portugal, and I'm so freaking excited. For example, we had the first
yeah,
two
calm
books
down.
from
It's only
Throne
a
of
Qatar.
Glass. But it's awesome. It's awesome. We had the first two books from Throne of Glass, and then they stopped for I don't know, like 5 years. They didn't publish anything else, and now after a lot of pressure, they are coming back, and we are getting back the books and Akotar, and oh my god,
I
yeah,
think
I'm excited.
the only book that really came out very recent is the Atlas 6. It's going to be published like
Ah,
this
yeah,
month,
yeah,
because
which I was
otherwise
not
the books take
expecting.
a year to arrive or more.
More, definitely more.
No,
Sometimes 3 years.
Iron
So
Widow
Hope,
didn't took a lot.
Widow, I
so Hope,
think
I
it
had a
was
look to
just
see how
left.
much.
Hmm.
Sorry, I had to look to see how much it would be in Canadian,
Yeah,
trying
Hmm.
that
yeah,
again, Canadian dollars. And so essentially, their $80 books is £14.90 here, which is 24.54 Canadian dollars for a
yeah.
paperback.
yeah, that's
And now imagine, for example, reading Game of Thrones, which in Portuguese they are, most of them, I think they are divided in two, right, Google? I think so, or
Hmm.
not? Yeah. So now imagine having to buy all those books at 18 euros.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing with Hero of Ages. They divided the book in two. It was Hero of Ages Part 1 and Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Each one at
So
23 euros, so 21 pounds, more or less, 20 pounds each.
for each book. For a collection, it's a lot of money, and that's why there are so many people that don't read as often often because they also don't know very well English, and the ones that know, they only read in English, and that's it. But yeah, now you have a little bit of an idea of how our Portuguese market is.
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna buy a lot of books, and already I have a lot of pre-orders. Like I pre-order a lot of one on Waterstones that I sent to my friend's house. Like, you're gonna meet me in London and bring all my books. Thank you.
It's just gonna be like a giant stack, just like
Yeah,
A bit.
barely able to carry them all.
Yeah, I think so because it was not a lot of pre-orders, but then I was like, "Ooh, the Jasmine Throne Illumicrate edition is like at £5 in eBay. Let's buy it." Ooh, there
yeah.
is like Fire with Fire also £5. Ooh, I really want Little Thieves. The edition is stunning. Okay, one more. So
At the
now
airport, they are going to ask you if you have like a bookshop or something.
I think they will think like I'm trafficking books. Like,
Yeah, like you're evading taxes or something. I
thank
think
God
so.
that's not
Just be like, I swear, I'm just obsessed with books. Okay.
like I'm not crazy. This is not a disease. It could be drugs.
Yeah.
I still need to finish Way of Kings. I haven't started, and I will not start the series until he has
I'm not
written
started.
like at least 10 books from the 14.
So you'll start it in like 10
I'm not.
years?
Yeah,
Or more.
no. He wrote in the
I got.
pandemic 8 books during a year,
Hmm.
which is now is gonna publish 8 books in a year.
Wow.
He's
And
crazy.
I am Sanderson
While
trash, so I'll probably buy them all. So it's fine.
I went to see the price of the Kickstarter project, I was like, that's a little bit too expensive for me.
I'm pretty sure to get like everything for the Kickstarter, it would have cost more than my rent. Like a
Yeah,
month worth of
What?
my rent.
Really?
And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I'll nope.
What? Oh my god.
yeah. It
I
was
don't want
like
to read them that bad.
yeah, because it was like 4 novels, and we're like, oh, okay, we have like a lot of editions, and it's like the the smaller one, it's $40, and it's just in
Wow.
ebook. If you
Yeah.
want like the premium hardcovers, unsigned is $160
Plus shipping.
plus shipping plus taxes.
Yeah.
Plus customs?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. It's like
I never done the Kickstarter. I know that once they're
No.
actually published, I'll just like not gonna. And I can do it like over time because that's pricey.
A lot. Wow. You don't know that, but wow.
I
That's a
know,
lot.
too much. Okay, are we ready for one more? Because the
Mm-hmm.
movie starts to get interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
And
go.
Hope needs to finish the video to get uploaded at time.
yeah, at this point I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna be uploaded at time. How about let's shoot for 5 o'clock now.
You can do it. 4:30.
You can
4:30.
do it.
You can do it.
Depends on how long it decides to take for exporting, because sometimes when I'm live and trying to export, it takes longer.
It won't be. We are giving you energy.
If you see it's
I'm
needed,
not
you
sure
can also
that's how
jump
it
back
works.
later. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. See you in 30. And it's done. How was everyone?
I finished editing my video and then read.
Woohoo! That's
Is
really good.
exporting now?
It's currently doing it. It has to go through like 2 exporting processes, and it says like 5 minutes for the first one. So
Okay.
It might still happen. Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm. And you, Bia?
I read 20 pages, but I need to tell you that I'm getting really sleepy. And I think that this will be my last read, as usual. I always arrive late and leave early. No, guys, but still, I'm still thinking about the damn book. I'm reading this, but I'm thinking about the other one.
That's
So
why
yeah,
you should never read anymore, Sarah Jamas. You are forbidden.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But yeah,
I give
I
you
need to try
permission to read
to
more for
calm.
books.
Yeah, I need to try and calm down and just go to TikTok, see a lot of TikToks about the book, and then just calm down and go to sleep.
That
Otherwise, I think I won't sleep.
that will not calm you down. That will get you more excited.
It will. It will. I will even get a tea to see if it helps. A chamomile tea or something similar. And you guys, how did it go?
Actually,
I read 11 pages and I just have no clue what's going on. I'm on a different
No.
one now. I'm on a
so
different story and I still have no clue what's going on.
so how
So,
That's
did
not
they
good.
breathe underwater?
so they
We
wanted to
already
make an
know.
underwater theme park. So they wanted to pay people to wear diving suits to go into old abandoned buildings and then they'd set off like
That's
explosives.
weird.
Hmm?
Okay.
And then this one, I don't know. I don't know. It's something political in this one, and I just don't understand. I don't know whether I'm dumb or whether short stories just don't work for me or what, but I'm struggling. Not bad since I started at the start. It's present, so 20 odd pages in. I'm
We
28 pages
we
into a
lost you.
154-page book, but
Hmm.
ah,
I'm just hearing with a lot of cuts, but I think we got the main message.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
main message. You don't like short stories. It's a mess, and you don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, it's
And you read like
it's a little
20
bit confusing.
some pages so far.
And it's a wonder water theme park.
yeah. Well, the first one was, and this one's political, and I don't know what's going on.
You need to
It's
check
a
a
different
video
That
on
is
story, and I
just
still
going
YouTube.
to be
don't know
you
what's
the
going
whole
on.
book, just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't know
in
whether
like a
it's because
summary or
it's
something.
sci-fi. I don't know because it's dystopian. Whether it's just they're too short
Hmm.
to properly understand the sort of the world that's kind of going on, or what. But I'm struggling a bit.
It could
Yeah,
also be
that's why
maybe
I
it's not developed enough.
yeah, that's why I don't
Yeah,
tend to like short stories.
yeah. We know,
So
we know.
how do you know?
I'm thinking about that Portuguese book. You know.
That's the thing. Don't start me on that. That's the thing.
I'm
That's
not.
not a short
I'm not.
story. That's not a
Uh-huh.
short story because it has 200 pages. The thing is the
Okay,
last
okay.
book in a series. That's how it feels. It's not a short story because a short story is like what 20 pages maximum, and that's a
Wow.
big short story.
Mm-hmm.
That book had 200 pages, and
And still,
and still gets me mad because I see people giving it 5 stars and saying it's the best book ever, and I don't get it because I fell in a book series, and that is the last book, and I'm reading the last book because I don't understand anything.
I just wanted for you to make a rant because I know that you have a special 8.
You have to read. You have to.
Ah, one day. But I'm not excited to read it. So
Because
only
I
one day.
now I have to check the rating if the rating has been falling down. Now I'm curious.
I just realized I forgot to put my bookmark in my book.
No.
I just saw it right there, and I'm like,
no.
oops.
Now you're going
Um,
to try and carefully not catch a spoiler.
Well, it's a reread, so
Okay, not so bad, but still.
yeah, because it's not there. It's right here.
yeah,
Oh
that
my God.
happened to me on this one because it.
Do you know roughly where you were?
Well, I could go off my last Goodreads update, which is 170 some pages in, so then I could just kind of flip through it. Oops.
That's not too bad. At least
Silly.
you got like an update somewhere, and not you're just there like I don't know anywhere.
So, Kat got a couple of chapters of Sweet Hand. Are you enjoying it? I still have to read it because live show. Yunchen read 22 pages. Nice. Sam finished her book. Gave it 4 stars.
Yay!
Amazing.
That's good.
Yay.
And now she's gonna continue like it's Shade's Legacy, right? I think it's the third.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm seeing it has 3, 7, 8 on Goodreads, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
Is that the one that you
The book
didn't
is awful.
like?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the book is awful. Like, and for me to say a
Period.
book is awful,
Awful. Period.
yeah, like I don't like Shadowhunters, but I understand why people liking, and I understand if I read in the same year I was reading Twilight, I probably would love it. But that one I will always hate because it doesn't
See.
like she's so powerful, the evilness is so powerful, and she defeats it the first time they fight.
Don't know what to say. Don't know.
Let's move on because otherwise I'll rant all night. I prefer
But we
to
just
listen
want
again
we
to
want
the
Hugo
Spanish
rants.
film
That's what we
section.
want.
Hmm?
I said, but that's what we want. Is all night Hugo rants.
No, I would rather to listen again the Spanish Love Deception to that one. And the Spanish Love
I
Deception.
still
Damn. That
haven't
was a
seen your
bad
video
book.
because I still have to read the book.
If Hugo would rather Spanish Love Deception, then that book
I'm
must
gonna be reading
bad.
the Spanish Love Deception later this month, so now I'm like scared. I'm like, am I gonna be on the side
Yeah.
that likes it or the side that hates it?
No, most people liking it. My problem is she's stupid, she's dumb,
Okay.
and he only has 3 qualities. He's handsome, he's tall, and he has blue eyes. That's the only
Okay.
characteristic that she says about him.
AKA all the qualities it takes for me to like a male character.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I
physically
already
he's
know that I'm
perfect.
going to like
But then
it.
it's like he's too perfect to be human. He doesn't have any flaws.
Yeah, it's a book.
No, no, no. There is no such people to be rich, kind, and handsome. Doesn't exist.
I mean, it doesn't exist phase, but I still love Sarah J. Maas books, and I'm still waiting for my Faye to come by.
Exactly.
I mean,
just to walk out of a book.
But that's the thing. Fays are different. This could be a real story, but
sometimes
that's
they
not
are
the point.
rich, so it could
She's
be
still stupid.
similar.
She's still stupid.
Okay, but that sometimes happens. Sometimes we have books where the main character is a bit dumb, but
No,
it happens sometimes.
yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. It's like not this level bad. Just there are some things that annoys me. Like if she
Okay.
wasn't so stupid, the book will be like 200 pages shorter.
And how many pages does it have?
I think I
Like
think it's almost
300?
500. It's 400 and
Ah,
something.
whoa. Okay, okay.
So
I
it's a
thought
Really?
chunky
I only thought it was like
romance.
Now I'm
300.
searching up how long
350.
it is.
I think
yeah,
it's
I thought
like
it was like a regular romance, like 200,
no. I think
300.
no. I think it's like a little bit big on the big side. I
Yeah,
remember.
487 pages according to Goodreads.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Ooh,
the audiobook is long.
that's big for
I
a
was
romance.
expecting like 350.
No, it's a
Yeah.
big one.
Oops.
Yeah.
So if she wasn't
It's weird
stupid,
how we can be like. It's weird how we can be like fantasy 480. I'm like, yeah, that's
That's
quite
okay.
small.
Yeah, we're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's fine.
And then it's like for a
Romance?
romance, that's massive.
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Because
and
how
the,
are you going to fill all that?
and
You
the
don't
thing
have a
is,
world to build.
I feel like the last section could not exist because he didn't add anything. It just creates drama that we
Mm,
know we're gonna be solved, and then it's done.
okay.
I
It's
now
like
know
that.
to go with my expectations kind of low.
Really
No,
low.
it's
Yeah.
it's like it's that kind of plot that you're like, seriously, you're gonna do this because we know how this gonna end. So
You can just skim through those pages.
yeah, it's not pages, it's chapters. It's like how
Okay, those chapters.
it's like the last quarter of the book.
Now I'm
Yeah.
getting scared to read
3
it. I
times
still
speed
want
on
to read it,
audiobook.
but
Yeah, I like
yeah.
the audiobook. The thing is, if you don't know Spanish, it can be a little bit harder because there's a lot of Spanish.
There you go.
AKA, I'm just gonna sit there and be like, okay, that means something.
I think
Google
she translates.
Translator.
I think she translates some of the sayings. So, Cat says from the Sweet Hand, it's actually a pretty fun read because it isn't overly cheesy to focus on romance, and the situations are funny too. Why did it misclick? Romance is a hard genre for me to get in, but as far I like this one. I cannot read a romance book when the main character has the same name as me. That is my dream to have books with with the character with my name.
Oh my
Anyway.
gosh, I found a book where the main character has the same first and last name as me. And it's
is
by
amazing.
an author who I know, like I recognize the author and have read some of her books. I'm like, I
What
don't
is
know
the
if I'm
book?
I don't want to. I don't remember the title. I
What is
found
the
it.
author?
Cool.
It-
It's
It's
really
Katie
cool.
Robert. It's a smutty romance book. So I'm like, yeah,
Okay,
I'm
let
absolutely
me
not
try and
reading
Is that
that
the,
because
is
I'm
that
like,
the one
no.
that's like Electric Idol? Is it Electric Idol it's called?
Yeah, that author.
Is it?
Something? And it's like the
I
person,
was randomly just
Yeah.
on
Funny.
Scribd searching to see like what books she had on there,
Mhm.
and the first one I randomly click. I was like, oh, I didn't know that this was one of her books. Clicks it, sees
Yeah.
my name, has to be like, was I seeing stuff? No.
Oh my god, so cool. I've only read Neon Gods from her, and I really liked it. But wow, finding someone with the first and last name, that's wow, what are the odds?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, if
Oh,
the main character's middle name is the same as mine, I'm leaving. I'm leaving books. No, I'm never reading another book again.
Like-
you're like, I want royalties. It's got my name.
You were the muse.
No, you start
I
you start
sure hope
talking
I
like
wasn't when the book was like when the book would have been written. I don't even know how old I would have been.
Oh, okay.
no, you start checking all your house like do I have any bugs? Like is she listening
Yeah.
to me? Because that will be weird. Like first
Very
name is
weird.
one thing, full name is another.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I think I've never read a book with my name for one of the characters. I don't think so.
I just read the one from TJ Klune, which I don't remember the name. The one
Under the Spring Door, Wolf Song.
yes, that's one.
The dead
Okay.
guy under the Whispering Door.
Yes, that guy.
I've not read it yet. I'm just guessing it's that one.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah,
Me neither.
is that one.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it's the only one. And the Shadow Hunters, because the crow it's named Uwu, but it's a crow. It doesn't count. It's not a
Ah,
person.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Such a
And
long
it's
time
evil,
ago. Yeah.
so I don't like it.
I don't think I've never seen my name spelled correctly in a book. They always have the SHLEY,
Oh
and
no,
I'm like, that's not my name. Like, can we get my spelling of the
that's
name
even
somewhere?
worse.
Like, I'm so close.
That's even.
Ah, not quite.
Like I've seen Yug, but never Yugo,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not the same. Yes, I get secondhand embarrassment from romance books, so Spanish love fashion is a no-go for me. Avoid it, please.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
romance
fair.
books.
Yeah,
Romance
the
books for
I'm
me
a
are just
big,
really cheesy and they just make me super happy, and I love them.
especially if it has fantasy, then it's my kind of thing.
no, your kind of thing is he has Adams and Persephone. That's your kind of thing.
Yeah, Adrian and Persephone, they are my OTP
Do,
forever.
do you know the new Ben
Mm.
Alderson book is a retelling of Adams and Persephone?
The book from who? Sorry, didn't
Ben
hear.
Alderson, the one that I
Really?
read from the Vampire. Yeah,
Ah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
is.
Oh.
Another one that I have to read one day. Just one more for the pile.
darlings, I
Never
have
ending.
books that's gonna be released in May that I would
Mm-hmm.
love one day to read. Is this many?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Too many books, so
It's
little
only
time.
2 or 3 then.
Yeah, so little time.
that are the ones that are gonna be released. Yes,
You're already spoiling
I
for
don't
your
know
next
any
book.
new releases coming out this year, so
I know Jodie's gonna release another book, like November, I think.
oh, actually, that's like I'm excited for the new one in Scythe that comes out in November.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new one?
I think.
Whoa, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
there's
Yeah.
one. It's like short stories. I'm excited for it.
Mm.
And then there's the new Bridget Kemmerer one that's meant to come out in May, which is like
Oh,
after the first break readings, and I'm excited for that one.
and the new Amari book. I'm really excited for that one.
I've still not read Amari yet.
Me
I
neither.
haven't either.
But hey, we have it in Portuguese. Woohoo! Don't know how.
Woohoo!
Which you're not gonna read it because it's too expensive.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
definitely.
Okay, should
Well,
we
guys,
go?
before you start your next sprint, then I will
You,
go and try
you
to
go.
calm down. I wish you what I don't know, an awesome weekend and also a good Easter in case you celebrate Easter.
Happy
Otherwise, I will see you
Easter,
Happy
Bia.
on the next
Easter.
video.
Bye.
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 So now, should we do one more?
That's fine with me.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, I'm just gonna get more confused anyway. It's not gonna bother me.
Your next update will be I'm even more confused than last time.
Or it
It'll
could
be
go like
3 out of 3 confused stories.
now, or you can go like now. I understand. This one was better.
I'm hoping I'll find one I like because the first 2 so far have just confused the hell out of me. So maybe
Let's hope. The third is the charm.
Yeah.
hope so. I don't know how many stories are in it. I should probably check that.
Yeah.
So let's start. See you in Turkey.
Yeah.
And it's done. How how did everyone go? I'm almost finishing the book.
I got 22 pages, I think, and I put my bookmark in this time.
So you don't miss the spot. So Ashley, did you get more confused or not?
That one actually made sense in the second half of the story. It did start to make sense, that second story. And then after that, I was like, right, okay. I made sense of one. We're going to take a break. So, watch some Netflix.
I told you at least one would make sense.
Yeah.
It was
One
because it
out
did
of
make
the
sense. 'Cause
however many.
he's like a social engineer, and it's like political, but it's basically ends up being about coming off of technology and how we need to take more time to kind of look away from it all, because you end up seeing this world that's like perfect and stuff when it's not like this all the time. It's not that perfect picture or the perfect view or whatever. It's yeah. So it made more sense closer to the end when you understood what was kind of going on. But yeah.
Well, at least it made sense in the end.
Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it made sense eventually. Thank God. There's 9 more stories in it. And I'm like, oh God.
You're just like, fingers crossed they make sense.
Yep. So Kat got another 2 chapters, Zinchan got 22 pages, Sam isn't going out, and we have Lola. Good morning. Happy Easter for you.
Good
It's
morning.
still,
Happy Easter.
it's still missing 15 minutes for me and Ashley to be Easter.
And then there's me, it's not even 5 o'clock yet.
I want my Easter egg. I'm hungry. I want my chocolate.
Oh, I've been already eating some of my like Easter thing of like Reese's Pieces in like a looking like a carrot thing.
Yeah, I just opened my almonds. Like, I don't care. I eat what I want when I want. Like,
I love how you guys are like
Exactly.
carrots, almonds, and I'm like, we just get an Easter egg. That's it.
the almonds have
We don't do
chocolate,
the whole
like
thing. We're just like,
chocolate
here's an egg,
and
eat it.
almonds
Here's a
inside.
couple sweets.
I don't tend to like the Easter eggs, or at least I like them, but they are a bit expensive. So I just prefer to
I
get like
I don't
chocolate
like
with
Easter
almond milk.
eggs really. Yeah. I'm not really huge on chocolate, so like I don't really like Easter eggs that much. But like I always get the one that's kind of like got flavor. I don't know how to explain it. So like you know how you get like Maltesers? If Maltesers are
Mm-hmm.
like in the egg, like in the actual shell of the egg, it's like little Maltesers, so it
Mm-hmm.
actually has more flavor to it, like how Maltesers are.
Oh.
Otherwise, if it's just a big egg of just plain chocolate, I just get bored of it. So
Usually I wait until Easter morning to have a hot cross bun. This year I started weeks ago.
To be fair, I bought a chocolate bunny, like a big chocolate bunny, like that big,
oh.
and I ate it like 2 weeks ago because I bought it and I was like, it's not gonna last. I have to eat it now.
It's like, why wait for
It did
something
take
good?
me like a week to eat it, so I didn't eat it all in one sitting at least.
Yeah, why wait for something good? Just go
Exactly.
eat it.
I think I've had my Easter egg for about 2 months. I'm like, I'm ready to eat it now.
2 months.
Like, I'm ready to eat this
I
I
got
could I
I got
couldn't
my
wait.
Easter thing this morning, and I've already gotten into it.
I couldn't wait. I'm that person that if you're gonna give me something near my birthday. Because if you give me a month early, I will be a month like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Opens it, sees
I
what it
put
is,
mine.
rewraps it.
See, I put mine in a cupboard that I'd never ever go in. So, like, not even looked at it. So, for like 2 months. So that kind
No.
of helps.
When I was small, I used to open my Christmas gifts before, like little cracks to see what it was inside.
I was never that kind of child. I was always just like constantly like if it was a gift from my parents, nagging them of like, so what did you get me? When we'd be at the store, I'd be like, oh, have you come here without me while I was at school or something?
No, I will
See,
be like,
I was always the person who was just. See, I was never like that. I always got to open one on Christmas Eve. I was always just really relaxed. And it's basically as soon as I get to open that one present on Christmas Eve, I'm like, I want to open the rest. I want to open the rest. I want to open the rest.
no, I couldn't wait. I'm not. I'm not a patient person.
That's fair.
Okay, I think we can call it a night for us, an
Yeah,
afternoon
that's
for us.
perfect timing because I have to jump on somebody else's sprint in 12 minutes.
And here it's
Have
almost time for
fun.
us
No,
to sleep
Yeah.
because someone's gonna to
yeah.
work tomorrow. Ashley,
I don't want to work.
think it's almost Friday.
It's almost Friday. It's almost Friday.
Yes, it's like
I can do
That's
this.
what you have
what
to tell yourself, even though Friday was yesterday.
Lola is asking who's
Shh.
Prince.
It is the word nerd. She's doing sprints, well, in 12 minutes.
So we will wrap up in less than 12 minutes for Hope to Go. Thank you all for joining, for coming. I promise you to come not next week because next week I'm going to take a vacation. So in 2 weeks, maybe, we'll be back.
You'll see.
You see, I announce it with time, probably, if I don't forget. Bye, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.